This is going to be top five mistakes that'll just, torpedo your short film if you let it. So let's jump into it. Number five, not shooting enough. This could be B-roll. Like if you're an editor, you got to have like transitional material to get between stuff. There's that, but there's also just in a dialogue scene, maybe you didn't shoot enough coverage of back and forth. So again, you find out in the edit when you try to cut it together, and you realize that sometimes you're just not going to get eye lines to match because you just didn't shoot enough. There is the sort of the tipping point of shooting too much. But yeah, you got to start somewhere. And honestly, it's a case by case basis, and it's a feel thing. But yeah, try to practice editing before you get into a short film, and you'll figure out that you need a bunch of other shots just to tell your story. Moving on. Number four, perfection versus getting it done. So if you're creative, you're in this field. Everybody's some kind of perfectionist on some level, but at the end of the day, it's shit or get off the pot, and you got to make something. So yes, what is the phrase? Perfection is the enemy of good, or whatever. You got to get it. You got to get it made. That's kind of what it is. And especially on set when you're wasting time and you're wasting favors and stuff, being a perfectionist and holding things up is going to make people hate you, and it's also going to make it so that you don't finish your stuff. So yeah, moving on. Number three, confusion of leadership. This can be in the case of, too many cooks in the kitchen, or everybody wants to be a director, but film sets especially have a hierarchy like a military for a reason. That's because you need one unifying voice to sort of run the show, and that's the director. So the director needs to be the one in charge, and the first assistant director needs to be the one watching the clock and watching the schedule, and everybody, it goes up the chain of command through that, and that's just how it works. That's just the most efficient way for something as complicated as making a short film or a movie to exist. There's a time and place for a PA to have a good idea, but at the end of the day, the PA's job is to be a PA, and the director's job is to make sure that the film gets shot. So there it is. Number two, contracts, or at least, for lack of a better pun, everybody needs to be on the same page. This is about responsibilities, but it's also about, other side of the film, like credits and payment and that kind of stuff. Everybody needs to be crystal clear on stuff, and that's where contracts are super useful. And you learn it the hard way because, the first couple times you just don't know what you don't know, and maybe you don't have any contracts at all or deal memos or whatever. And then people at the end keep asking for stuff, or people walk off, or, there's all sorts of crazy things that happen. Be professional, and part of being professional is having contracts and paperwork. And I get really afraid of projects that are allergic to paperwork. So, moving on. Honorable mention, never actually starting, or even worse, never actually finishing. So again, kind of like the perfection thing, should or get off the pot. At some point, you got to make something. Otherwise, you're not a filmmaker. And the other side of that is you have a responsibility to, once you've shot it, to finish it. Because if you don't finish it, it was all for nothing. It doesn't exist until it's out there, kind of thing. And also, all those favors you called in, they're favors. You got to pay them. You got to pay people back in some way. And part of that is money, and part of that is giving them a copy of the thing that they worked on, because otherwise it didn't exist for them either, and that was wasted time on their part. And that sucks. It's horrifying. So anyway, number one, did you guess it? It's really obvious. Sound. Unlike the rest of these, where a little bit of money or a little bit of time you can sort of squeak your way by, sound is a light switch, especially for an audience member. It either works or it doesn't. And the only ways to ensure that you have a chance is when you're on set, hire a sound person that records sound properly, because that's important. And then when you're finishing the movie, make sure that you have a post-production person who knows sound, who can get all the sound correct. Dialogue, sound effects, music, all that kind of stuff. It needs to be tolerable. And there's kind of no excuse. And that used to not be a thing. It used to be a lot harder to get good sound because, the barrier of entry is the barrier of entry. But now YouTube sound is kind of the gold standard, and that's not even that good. So get the sound right. So that's what it is. What did I miss? Like I said, I'm guilty of making all these mistakes, and I continue to, but the hope is you make them less and less as you go. So be prepared, because if you're prepared, you at least have a chance to handle the stuff that you're prepared for, and you have available brain space for stuff that you're not prepared for, because there's always stuff you don't expect coming anyway. So that's it. What do you think? Like, share, subscribe. Catch you next time.